Ansars Bharathi.
Vice Chairman, sir, I thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak on the very important issue that the country is facing today. Many of my colleagues have made various points, so I don't want to repeat the same. Today, I rise to bring to the attention of this House and the Government of India the plight of the Indian farmer. Across the states, farmers and farm workers are constantly praying, pleading and petitioning the governments for some relief. I hope no member will contradict me when I say that this is the worst drought in our history since independence. These extraordinary circumstances, therefore, I appeal to this House that we should take some extraordinary measures as well. A group of farmers from Tamil Nadu have been protesting earlier in the month of April, and now again they have gathered at Jantar Mantar. They have sought a meeting with the Honorable Prime Minister. Everybody knows that these farmers, they were agitating during winter season, in the chill weather, they were on the street. Then in the hot summer, they were on the streets fighting for the same cause. And today, they are drenched in the rain. In spite of all this, in spite of all many of the leaders of this House, we visited them, we have consoled them, and our leader, working president, Mr. M.K. Stalin, also visited them. The Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu also given them some assurance. In spite of all that, I do not know why the Honorable Prime Minister is reluctant to meet them. Sir, I would request the Honorable Prime Minister through you, on behalf of my party, at least now, the Prime Minister should meet them and do the needful such that it is a bona fide and genuine demand, sir, throughout the country. I assure you, sir, that these demands are not disproportionate to the situation they have faced over the past years. The rains have failed in Tamil Nadu. The banks have turned away. Sir, here I would like to mention, the banks in Tamil Nadu are threatening the farmers. The reason for the suicide by the farmers in Tamil Nadu is they are treated like criminals. Bank officials, with the help of gundas, knocking the door of the farmers, even at midnight, and their prestige is involved, sir. A person who has refused to pay crores and crores of rupees to the banks have fled to the foreign country, and they are leading a pleasant life. Whereas these poor farmers who have borrowed only some thousands or some lakhs, they are being harassed in Tamil Nadu. This is the reason for their suicide, sir. They have approached the state government. The state government also said the center should take. Here, I would like to request you, sir. The UPA government was very generous in waiving the loan for about 70,000. And in Tamil Nadu, sir, in 2006, when our leader, Kalaignar Karunanidhi, took over as the chief minister, the very first day, the very first drop of his ink was to sign to waive 7,000 crores of waivers for the farmers, irrespective of whether they're big farmers or small farmers. Sir, now today, lakhs of farmers of Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, and Maharashtra have been loan waivers, sir. Today, the BJP government believes in one nation, one tax, one education. One education, which is a very big threat to the infringements of rights of the state autonomy. Our rights are being infringed in that. In spite of that, this government believes in one nation, one tax, and one entrance exam. Why not we go in for one waiver of loan for the farmers? What prevents this government? Therefore, sir, in Tamil Nadu, we have acted. The Tamil Nadu government, when BMK was in power, our leader, Kalaignar, has enacted so many laws which are beneficial to the farmers of Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu Agriculture Labour Fair Wages Act of 69, whereby the government adopted a uniform rate of fair wages for all kinds of working during the cultural year. Sir, here I would like to mention, during 2006-2011, there was one project known as Ulavar Sandai, that is weavers market. The farmers produced their goods and straight away they came. There was no middleman. Many of my members pointed out that the profit making does not go to the farmer. Middlemen are grabbing. To curb all this, in Tamil Nadu, we enacted a law. And we opened fair centers for the farmers, and the farmers were beneficial from 2006 to 2007. It was there, sir. Likewise, Tamil Nadu Agriculture Farmer Labour Farmers Social Security and Welfare Act, to provide comprehensive social security and for ensuring well-being of landless labourers and farmers engage themselves in direct culture. Sir, today some of the primary challenges faced by the farmers across the country are only, I would like to make three mentions. Deteriorating of soil health due to continued farming and indiscriminate use of chemical fertilizers. Number two, over-dependence on monsoons and depleting water resources. Number three, acute farm labour scarcity. I urge the Government of India to call a special session of Parliament to discuss the farmers' issue and enact a special legislation which will address these challenges. Many of my friends said, government after government, we are discussing about the agriculture, but nothing goes to the farmer. Therefore, at least now, let us take serious note of the farmer situation and let us have a special discussion and act a special legislation to address the challenge of the farmers. There is a famous saying in Quran, Surandum Erpanadu Ulagam Yadanal, Urundum Ulave Tarai. The English meaning is, agriculture, though cumbersome, is the most excellent form of labour. For even though people go about in search of various employments, they all have to come back to the farmer. There is no form of labour more noble than the agriculture. The noblest profession in this country would be agriculture, according to Thiruvalluvar. Therefore, sir, the government shall take serious note of this. And I would also request that in Tamil Nadu today, there are two big problems, sir, which the agriculture are facing. One at Neduvasam. Because of the hydrocarbon project, sir, the entire Pudukkot district will be spoiled. We cannot cultivate anything. They are agitating. Even experts have given opinion that that should be stopped with the central government. Till now, there is no reaction from the center. Likewise, for the last 2 weeks, in Kadiramangalam, farmers are fighting against this ONGC. In Tamil Nadu, once again they say at Karaikal, they are going to start projects. So I am afraid, sir, once upon a time, Tanjore was the source of producing rice for the entire state. Sola Nadu, Nadu, they used to say. Entire Tamil Nadu was depending on the product of Tanjore district, and that Tanjore district is going to be ruined, sir. The government has to take serious note, and I would also request
Thank you.
the Agriculture Minister, our leader has written a letter regarding the BT mustard, and that too may be considered. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bharathi.